distinguished guests, beloved parents, ladies and gentlemen, dear graduates, good afternoon. It is my great honor and privilege to be invited and be part of your 5th commencement exercises. Thank you, Mr. Felipe, for that comprehensive and detailed introduction. Actually, there's something else that I would like to add to those details. Not about my career movement, but more about the personal. That's my friendship between Precious and Dan Bahinting, Aviation Training 1 International President and Director. Precious, Dan's lovely wife, is my childhood friend back in our hometown in Lapu-Lapu City, otherwise known as Mactan or Upon, that's in Cebu. As kids, we would play on the ground and we would notice those aircraft hovering above the cornfield before it would land in the nearby airbase. How fascinating to see those big objects hovering loud above us, bigger than any birds. In the years that would follow, the adjacent airport became an international port, and the aviation industry had then boomed in our neighborhood. We grew up and took different courses in college, but the sight and sound of the aircraft have been instilled in our subconscious. I took my second course in aviation electronics engineering, and it was one of those busy student activities that I tagged along Precious with me to school and introduced her to my aviation world. And the rest, as they call it, is history. You see, dear graduates, aviation is passion. You cannot be in this industry if all you want is to earn, because to be in this industry means hard labor. But don't take me wrong, I'm not scaring you. I'm talking about reality. The aviation industry is quite a competitive world, and for females, it is doubly hard. Take me for example. I took odd jobs to become to what I am today. I have traveled my time between my work as front desk clerk in the airport and earning on-the-job training merits for me to be able to take the aircraft mechanic license exam. I so wanted to get my license so I can start to tinkle with the aircraft. I initially wanted to become a pilot, but I did not have enough funds for the flying hours. Instead, I studied to become an avionics mechanic. College before was more challenging than it is today. We had the DOS operating systems for computers. I don't know if you still can see them now. We have the dot matrix for printers. We do not have the easy access to the World Wide Web as you have now. During our time as students, we have to go to the library if we want to do research or to study. And we have to flip through the books. Some are so dusty. Right now, just a quick Control F on the keyboard and you can easily find the keywords in your computer, in your files, right? You even have Mr. Google with you for quick references. And you also have the social media, where you can discuss, for forums where you can discuss ideas or assignments, right? Can you imagine how we did back then?
No.
And so after I graduated and I had my license, the challenges of the real world became clearer to me. It was during those tumultuous times of the local aviation industry, the strike of the then Philippine Airlines, maintenance and engineering. After the spin-off of the employees, the skilled and experienced former mechanics of PAL became our competitors in our quest for work. We, then as fresh graduates, had a slim chance when we tried to look for jobs. The lack of experience, however, was compensated with the eagerness and the desire to get a job. We applied for internships and became mechanic helpers for free. Yes, we did not mind the scorch of the sun in the rump, nor the grease in our hands. We wanted to learn, so we took it all in. We were armed with Dr. Robert Schuller's words, "Tough times do not last, but tough people do."
Yes.
So how tough are you? With our perseverance, we finally found our chances. We got hired and slowly moved up, climbing the career ladder one step at a time. On my part, as Mr. Felipe had said earlier, I became a mechanic helper, a college instructor, a full-fledged avionics mechanic. One airline did not hire me, even if I passed the exams. The reason? I am a female, and a small one at that. My former employer, though, found me very useful. I am a special tool for those tight spaces. Imagine the space underneath the flight controls. I would literally squeeze myself just so I could tinker with the wires. Or underneath the seats. I would lay down on the rag, on the carpet, and tinker with the electronic boxes. Now, I do audits for our airline and get to travel to where our airplanes go. While others would have to save thousands of pesos before they can fly abroad, I get paid to sit on the business class seat and check our contracted handlers in our stations. My previous experiences have broadened my understanding and helped me in my current work. My job is to check our contracted handlers if they do their job accordingly, as per the regulation, the industry standards, and our requirements. I get to fly to Los Angeles, where Dan and Precious are based now, San Francisco, Guam, Honolulu, New York, South Korea, Japan, Australia, everywhere where we have our stations. So, who among you would like that too? Who wants to blast into the skies in the pressurized metal tube,
Everyone.
otherwise known as the airplane? And where would you like to go?
Anywhere. Outer space.
Remember, every aircraft has its own rudder. In bisdak term, timon. Kining timon, mauni ang magiya kung asa ta mo padong. Di ba?
Yes.
But then, remember also, you are in the flight controls. You decide where you want to go. You have to have your own flight path. I tell you, flying will not always be smooth. There may be turbulence, lightning strike, birds strike even, and there's also air traffic. It's just like life. It is a journey and a struggle. But these struggles will mold you into a better person. So face each challenge headstrong. Sometimes the hardest thing and the right thing are the same. There will be many of you aiming to land a good job in the aviation field. There are already many graduates. Maybe some of those graduates who graduated last year are still looking for job opportunities. The challenge is for you to stand out and persevere. There are plenty of aircraft mechanic job openings anywhere in the world. It is up for you to be qualified. I would like to see your faces again someday, either working with me or any aircraft maintenance organization where I will visit. Just remember, anyone can start, but only the thoroughbred can finish. Let me end this talk with my favorite mantra. Be like an eagle as it flies high up beyond the abyss. The eagle does not think about flying. It simply feels that it flies. Congratulations and blue skies.